like so fucking like. Oh, it's just such sweet potting sorrow to be here. I look more
You
like
can
a
change
villain.
pillion. You can change seats as you're in here.
Yeah. I was like, I want to see what the other seats look like. Where's the button swap?
You gotta click the bar and just choose a different pillion.
All right, I click. Oh, it's the bar up top. It's not letting me do it. Click the wrong thing.
Huh. Maybe you can't do it.
Okay.
Sit.
Yeah, I'll just dismount real quick. Give me a second. Dismount. No, it's not even do it when you're on the ground.
I guess you just gotta dismount to choose a different one.
Yeah.
Because you got that seat, the chair in front of you, and then I believe
the main chair. Yeah. Wait, why isn't that letting me dismount? Dismount. There you go. All right. So that was the third seat. I'm assuming seat 2 is gonna be the same thing. No, seat 2 is me just laid back chill.
Yeah.
That's the most chill spot. The other one's like, oh my god, I gotta just go out there and look at the window. And the other one's like, I am plotting.
Yeah, well, that's how that works. So.
I'm just curious on clicking in different spots how it is differently. Is there an actual quick key to getting off the mount or no?
Yeah, you gotta dismount yourself, but you can't do that until you have a mount.
Okay. Because I feel like I hit like hitting escape or something like that'd be good, but like. No, they not. Honestly, it's one of the things that minorly annoys me. Is like getting off the mount is actually not an easy thing for me to like immediately like do. Because like I click on myself here. It's requesting stuff, trading stuff, sending tells, examines. No, so I click on the main bar in the middle, where we are. I can't even click on that. Go to click on myself. No, I go to click on Zell. No. Like, actually, that kind of annoys me a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh. No, I'm off the mount already. I don't even know. Wait. One second. Wait.
Did you press X?
No.
This thing?
Right button. Oh, you can just click on the freaking mount icon on the screen, just right click it?
Oh, yeah, you can do that.
I didn't know that was a thing.
You gotta get that, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because it's kind of like a buff.
Yeah. So you just click it off the wall. No, I appreciate that. Thank you for the ride. Your hammer is your KO king. It is like the big numbers letting everyone else do their time once you get the topple. And charge blade is your mechanic flare time. I don't think I actually tried out charge blade. I think I just knew enough people that play charge blade. There's like, I'm just supposed to get to try out a weapon. Everyone's using it. Kind of want to be a little bit different. So I tried to give the bow a chance. I just feel like the bow didn't really, like, I hate that range on the bow. I wish it was longer. Oh, cutscene. Dude, Thancred, you're still wearing your leggings. How they not know it's you?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, so basically this guy is being making a deal with the bad guys so his town gets spared. Come on, my character will walk out behind him, just knock him the fuck out. I'm about to say, like, just why don't I just go kick somebody's ass and solve the problem? Where dost thou I need to go to the beatdowns? Oh, God. Damn, we got a ways to go. Alright, nearest point I can teleport. Teleport across the map. Bow is fast, but kind of weak, but it can be very creative with the build. I'm wondering if, Rage, with the bow, if you create multiple weak spots, if that's where the bow shines the most. Like, you do, like, dual daggers, create a whole bunch of weak spots, and then just bow launch out on every one of those spots like they did in the trailers. Because I feel like, mechanically, that seemed like the go-to plan for it.
I mean, you also, that way you open up for the greatsword to do it some, wound cutter.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I think the bow is going to be the, designed for strictly making sure you min-max the wounds. Yeah, like you use a great sword or daggers to create a shit ton of wounds all over the enemy, and then you just bow shotgun out every one of those crit spots. I love that this NPC here has got just murder hobo life. I'm not messing with this little dude. This little dude is just slaughtering everything that comes near the door.
Yeah.
So wait, Rage, who in the group is the bowgun user or the insect glaive user? Or is that going to be, like, skipped this time? Depends on the system works because we got Clutch, Crunch, Claw, Iceborne. Everyone wants to do happy with how easy everything got after you could make weak spots. Can you elaborate on that further? Because I don't know enough about Monster Hunter to know about how that has affected prior games. I play bowguns. General plays, okay, Insect Glaive. Still watching that girl dance. So, question. If we were all doing the same quest at the same time, can we watch cutscenes together, or we all kind of watch cutscenes at our own pace?
Own pace. Yeah, sadly, it's not SWTOR.
I mean, that's fine. I was just kind of curious. The fact, like, hey, do we instigate questing? Like, hey, if I go to talk to the NPC, go through our chat, that, like, you still got to do that shit too, kind of thing.
Sadly, you can quest together for main story, but it's not very built for it. It's kind of built to say no.
Tailor everyone's individual experience.
It's more just that most of the quests are go do this thing here, go back, talk. Like, combat is mostly left for dungeons and raids and such.
Mm.
Especially in AR.
So
Because
you
it's
got
the
extra,
biggest, like, foundation.
so you got an extra mechanic in Iceborne World that could tenderize parts of the monster so you can make new weak spots where everyone was critting rather than just the weak spots the monster inherently have. It made hunts significantly easier. Basically, you'd end up with one person who's just make sure all the parts are always tenderized. I guess that makes sense, where it's like, hey, instead of having to hit the monster's inherent weak spot, you just made your own weak spots, and this, everyone just wailed on it at that point. So one person would just make everyone else's job easier. I mean, I get that. I thought the thing that came in Monster Hunt and was it Iceborne? I forgot the name of the expansion for Monster Hunter World. That was
Sounds about right.
the whole like you could hook onto the monster thing. Where do I need to go again? I need to go northeast. Oh, this is a nice ride. I like this up here. You sit here, have a nice eat, you know, just kind of
This
chill.
was my first. This is my first shop now. Northeast. Yeah.
You more north.
Oh, you gotta go back to the goblin guy. Okay.
Yeah.
You're on Life and Materia now.
Yep. Oh, you know what? This entire time you said goblin guy, I went and talked to this dude. I never saw this dude here. I just thought he was part of the environment because I went to go. This person here distracted me.
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking at the quest. I was like, wait, Materia. I forgot. Yeah, the melding stuff you have to do for the story quest. You don't have to do it earlier. Yeah.
The mechanic is more in depth than just that. Okay. I wish this character's voice.
Sadly, even now.
Moodamx Bubbly Pots, I would love him to be voiced.
The question is, what is the vocal tone you expect him to be?
I don't know, he's a goblin, so it's
Fire and explosions. Explosions of fire.
probably.
You'll hear goblins talk later.
Or maybe more like, what's his name from League? Starts with an H.
Heimerdinger?
Yes.
Ho ho ho! Is he in Arcane?
I don't know if he's in Arcane.
I still need to sit down and watch it. I want to try and do that probably this evening and tomorrow if I get time. About to make you go back to World. Don't make me go back into the dark age. Rachel, you were planning to play Monster Hunter Worlds for the next 2-3 months until Monster Hunter Wilds comes out. I know you were planning to do that anyways. You were going back into the dark, playing that in Rise. I mean, at least we have another season of Overwatch starting in a week and change to distract you for a little bit. I'm trying to get Heimerdinger's voice to play enough times in my head where I can start practicing the vocal tone and see if I can copy it. It's a very old man hip hyper voice. Could be like, oh ho ho, it's like, oh ho ho.
Is Humberdinger the Teemo race, but with a
Yordles?
wrench and tech? Yordle,
Yes.
That's the
Yeah.
word.
He's
an
a
old guy
Yordle.
with
He's a
wrench.
Yordle with the hair, with the glasses, and all the mechanical.
Yeah, he's in Arcania. Unless there's two that are similar.
No, he's a very, very unique Yordle.
I mean, just like two Yordles that are hairy with tech.
No, surprisingly not, unless he's got like an apprentice that kind of looks like him, but like still no, because like the majority of Yordles we know of can have some similar statures or colors or looks, but like
I'm just saying because like Arcane is new lore, it's the prequel to current League lore, and it's the now de facto lore of the game.
there's some adjustments that have been made for it at this point, but like I understand parts of it. Like there's some things I don't want to talk about because someone is giving me some spoilers, asking me like, did this happen in the game lore? I'm like,
They've actually said the
no.
game lore is overwritten by Arcane.
Yeah, that's gonna be argued because like one of them came first, has been like just there standardly, and then putting Arcane might be like a hyperbole lore, like this is a hypothetical what could happen in these
People
circumstances.
can argue it, but people are going to be wrong because the company that makes League and Arcane said this is the fact. So it's like
The fan base is allowed to argue, like, oh, you want to make this canon? Well, we don't fucking agree on your canon that already exists.
That's what I'm saying. They can argue, but you know,
what's gonna end up being is this is your cinematic canon and this is your game canon, because they're gonna be like for the longest time like going, unless you put this in the game lore itself, no one's gonna acknowledge it because the game lore has pages built up for it.
yeah, I believe in the person that from the company that was saying it was saying that they're going to put it in the game.
Shh, you don't need to call it. No righteous world.
From Arcane in the game as well.
But why not both? One Monster Hunter is one Monster Hunter, right?
So we'll see. I mean,
Yeah.
I have no dog in this fight, you know.
I mean, I like how they've at least expanded out the story at that point for me. I gotta go all the way back to where I just was. Oh, I'm taking a bathroom break. I'll be right back. No. Stop making me run across the fucking map.
Someone's hangry.
I knew I would be too, that's why I ordered lunch. I'm still eating it and I got it at like 12.
I'm just tired. I'm ready for a nap. He's gone almost the time frame, so.
You're about to hit it for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll be able to explain that this is kind of what raids look like, and he'll finally get it.
Well, there's a difference.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying like the look of
This is
you get an
trial.
Arena. Yeah, if you get an arena, you get a boss. And it's also a half trial because it's only 4 people.
So it's not really what he needs to experience.
Yeah, but it gives a good visual.
It's not really what he needs to experience, so. Is he level 30 yet?
2 levels away.
We gotta get him his chocobo, and I think that's at level 30.
No, right after this, he chooses his Grand Company, and right after he chooses Grand Company, and then once you choose your Grand Company, you get your Chocobo. Chocobo's level 20, technically.
Fake. Oh. So what's on the horizon for accomplishments at this point that we want to focus on before we call it a stream, so to speak?
You got one more. You got a boss fight instance, and then you choose your Grand Company to get your Chocobo.
Okay.
But that means you need to focus if you want to finish it today.
We
No
get
more
that done
distractions.
within like the next 30 minutes to an hour, right?
If
Right.
you don't get distracted anymore, yes.
Yeah, if you don't get distracted.
I mean, if I don't, you mean don't go on a rant for like 20 minutes about World of Warcraft?
Yes. And just in general, get distracted.
Shiny. Phantom is always right. Ask Games Workshop. I will never start an argument with someone in Games Workshop. But I know where that's going to go. I'm going to lose an hour of my life, and I'm not going to go any progress because they are rooted heels deep. But yeah, if they add that lore into the game itself and rewrite the lore, then it's then it's going to be there's no argument. It's de facto canon lore. Yeah,
Yeah,
if they ever
like,
if they
they've already
changed Jinx'
started
character at
because
all, the series probably would have failed.
I don't know enough about the lore to say if they changed it or not.
No, they didn't. Yeah, I'm just saying if they did, they would have lost the core
I
audience.
mean, like part of her lore, like she's still the Jinx, but like I don't know if like the way she became Jinx or anything changed.
Nah, not the same. Psycho kind of thing. The whole relationship between Caitlyn and Vi is some questionable at that point in time, and because of like censorship in other countries, it's really weird.
Oh yeah, there's a little cutscene where Vi's leaning on.
They're
her.
kissing.
No, not it. We're not even talking about that cutscene being cut.
There's a cutscene where she's literally leaning on Vi's literally leaning on Caitlyn, and then in China, Vi's not even in the shot.
Yeah, they're sitting in a camera shot, leaning against a wall. Her head's leaning on her shoulder, and they're talking. And when they cut to the scenes that are together, one of the characters is cut out, and then they pan it to just showing the other character talking in the other scene. So when they're talking, that character's not cut out, and they like it's such a sloppy cut too, because it's very, very awkward.
Oh yeah.
Because no one just leans their head like that while they're talking. So even though it's like censorship, it's like, dude, we know what you're doing.
It's like at that point, if you're censoring, you gotta just
Delete
make
the scene.
Again,
Yeah.
or just have a separate scene if you're really that worried about censorship for there, and just have them both sitting next to each other, just normal, like girls do on opposite ends of the couch while they're talking in like every sitcom ever.
Yeah, no, and the big issue is the fact that like people are like get really behind these fandoms for all these all inclusion things. I'm like, going, dude, they're doing it for money. Shut up. It's like they're not being all inclusive. Because the second they need to pander to a different audience, they do it.
Right. Yep,
They want the money first.
Like any gay Tracer stuff isn't in China either. For the Star Wars
it's
movie,
Tracer and Soldier.
Yeah, and it's Soldier now too, and
I'm gonna say now. I'm about to say like that's been the thing. We kind of got the gist from that from day one. Like, on man, he is hard pressed. He's gay. Like what? Yeah, let's just look at this. Like, on wait, does anyone care?
No,
Nope. It's not about his character at all. It is such a sub fact that no one gives a shit.
I didn't really care. I mean, I thought the timing was weird just because of what was going on, but I really didn't care. But I always thought he was with Anna. I thought he always was.
He always looked up to Anna, but there was never any flirtation in his voice. It was pure admiration.
Just the way I read it from the little writing tidbits they had. Also, I thought, but that was me being wrong. So I don't care. But it's also like they take that out, and with the recent Star Wars trilogy, was it Poe? Poe's the black guy, right? I forget. I don't care about the movies.
Are you talking
about all the posters?
Finn?
Finn, yes, Finn. On Finn in the posters, he was. I forget if he was either shrunk down, so he wasn't really.
Yeah, he was faded into the background. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Black Panther is a better example because they put him in his mask.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they're talking strictly about like the lore for like Overwatch. Like, it was like character interactions like made sense, but like, you didn't censor any soldiers' voice lines. No, that's all what points to it. He's abrasive with Mercy, out of all people. It's fucking teleporting. No wonder they give you so much guilt, so I can just teleport over the map. I mean, at least I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like how the characters are designed because it's like, oh, it's like, does anyone care that Tracer's gay? No. No one cares.
No.
It just ends up being a thing of like, hey, that's very, very minute part of her character.
Like, yeah, it's like also just while I read it wrong with Soldier, it's just like I like the tension like that was there between him and Reaper, like now that I look at it again, yeah, that could be seen as more sexual than just brotherly.
A more of a romantic connection at that point in time.
Right.
But the problem is like Reaper doesn't really come across a part as that well for that, so it's very awkward at times. Like going, was there a relationship between the two of them, or is it just one of the ones that they were really tight brothers in arms,
I just
and
always
one of them betrayed?
I saw Soldier as just a gruff, stoic, like man's man type of thing. Like you don't
Yeah.
really show emotion as much. And then Anna was always being sweet with him as well. And to me, he felt softer around her. So it's just like, my mind clicked the wrong pieces together.
Well, yeah, that the relationship between Anna and Soldier was kind of like mentor and student kind of thing. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like Soldier's always looked up to her. I'm like, going, dude, you could do all the killing.
Yeah.
Teach me your ways.
And that's what I'm just like, but like if I look back, I'm like, yeah, signs are there. I just read it wrong. So it's just like, and besides, that's just how Overwatch rolls.
Yeah, it's like it was one of the ones. It was it's not it's not a key part of their identity. It's strictly just say, hey, that's just them on their personal time. Outside of that, no one cares. Like Widow was technically married.
Yeah, it's like.
And part of her succession to becoming the perfect assassin was to, kill her husband.
As much for its gameplay issues that it's been having, and it's like botching with the ages. They do representation properly.
I just want to try out my new move.
Yeah, like they when they make a character XYZ, the character just happens to be XYZ. It's not that that's all there is to them.
It's the reason why it's a sad thing because like they do really good character designs. Like we talk about the launch of Overwatch 2. Junker Queen, well-designed character, well-liked, generally interesting,
She's
good
cool,
cinematic.
She's an actual good, strong, independent woman.
Yep.
She's not girl boss.
Yep. Kiriko, badass who wants to protect her neighborhood.
Yeah.
And then you have Sojourn, vanilla soldier.
Yeah. Mercy is like, while semi-hypocritical for helping Overwatch, at the same time is still, yeah.
Just gotta do the instance thing.
Yeah, it's like she still has her.
Wait, why isn't that? Did I not leave party? Leave party, yes. Okay. Add in 2 minutes, everybody, for everyone else. Yes, proceed. And then, like, for the other characters we've gotten out, Juno, absolutely fantastic character design. Cinematic, very well done.
I actually haven't seen anything about Juno, really, because I just haven't cared about Overwatch.
Oh, really fun character.
Oh, yeah.
Malga cinematic was fun, but the character I hate.
From the couple things I've seen about Malga, the new character, and Juno, I'm like, yeah, they seem kind of cool.
Has actually got a good backstory. He's actually entertaining. So.
Yeah. I mostly from what I've seen, I saw a bit of his cutscene for introduction, and then I just pretty much seen the Reaper flanks.
But like when you get to Venture didn't really get any intro cinematic, got barely storytelling, and got shoved down our throats, and no one gave a shit.
Venture, who's Venture?
The one with the drill gun.
Yeah.
No one gives a shit.
Yeah, that was like one of the more forced ones. Like that, that was one of their mistakes. Because like even from what little I've seen of them, I'm like, no, you just wanted to make a checklist there.
Yep.
You weren't trying to make a character. You were just going, we need to insert XYZ.
Yep, and you can tell because the art department didn't design character skins for the character.
Oh, they didn't have skins at first?
Still don't. We've gone through 2 seasons, no skins for Venture. The next season, they're giving Venture a mythic skin, the mythic skin, because they haven't given Venture anything. And the funny thing is, cool, you give Venture 1 skin.
Wait,
fuck
they don't
Venture
even
still.
have the basic recolors and
yep.
stuff?
Juno, in the last collab with My Hero Academia, Juno got the Urahara skin.
Yeah. So they really didn't.
So Venture got gipped and not got a skin, while the newest character to Overwatch this season got a skin.
I can't believe they didn't even give Venture the basic recolors for.
Oh yeah, I mean basic recolors happen, which they were kind of shit. But we're talking like any other skin, any other outfit looking.
No, then yeah.
Freaking Alari got other skins pretty quickly after.
Yeah, that's like one of those.